Welcome to A Crypto Future, the podcast where we decode the signals shaping the next generation of finance and technology. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben. Alex, for years, the crypto conversation it was dominated by hype and speculation.
Oh, yeah.
But in 2025, it feels like we've really turned a corner. The substance is finally catching up.
It really is, Ben. I mean, we're seeing these headline-grabbing price predictions. You've got analysts at firms like Bitwise calling for Bitcoin to trade above $200,000.
Wow.
But the real story, the one that gives those numbers actual weight, is the flood of institutional money that is finally entering the space.
And this isn't just a few adventurous hedge funds anymore, is it?
No, not at all.
We're talking about the bedrock of the financial world.
Exactly. The key that unlocked the whole door was the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs.
Right, the ETFs.
Yeah, I mean, think of them as just a simple, regulated package that lets a massive firm like a Fidelity or a BlackRock offer Bitcoin to their clients. Casually, suddenly, it's as easy for a wealth manager to buy as a stock.
So for our listeners, instead of, setting up a new digital wallet and trying to navigate a crypto exchange, an institution can now get Bitcoin exposure through the same systems they've used for decades. It's a trusted on-ramp. A trusted on-ramp for trillions of dollars. We saw the state of Wisconsin's pension fund invest. Yeah, that was huge. When a pension fund, arguably one of the most conservative investors out there, makes a move, it tells every other fund manager that they need a crypto strategy now. That's a powerful domino effect. But for years, the big barrier wasn't just access. Right. It was the regulatory fog. What changed in Washington to make these institutions comfortable?
Well, the fog is finally clearing.
Okay.
The new administration has taken a distinctly more favorable stance. They're pushing for legislative clarity instead of just legal battles. There's real bipartisan momentum for a stablecoin bill, which would create a solid foundation for digital dollars issued by the private sector.
It's fascinating they're choosing that path, supporting regulated private stablecoins.
Yeah.
While kind of shelving the idea of a government-run digital dollar, or a CBDC. What does that signal to you?
It signals that the U.S. wants to be a hub for innovation. It's telling companies, look, build here, follow these clear rules, and you won't have to look over your shoulder. But Ben, none of this would matter if the tech itself was still stuck in 2018. All this new demand needs a network that can actually handle it.
You're absolutely right. The technology has been scaling up in the background. The big breakthrough is what we call Layer 2 solutions, or L2s.
Right, L2s.
If you imagine the main Ethereum blockchain is a single congested downtown road, an L2 is like an elevated 8-lane superhighway built right on top of it. So you let it bypass all the traffic. Precisely. It bundles thousands of small transactions, say a DeFi trade or an NFT purchase.
Okay.
To one single package that gets settled on the main road. This makes transactions almost instant, and it cuts costs by 99% or more. This is the tech that makes crypto usable for everyday things.
So how is that superhighway changing the landscape? I mean, what's being built on it?
Well, two huge areas are booming: DeFi and Web3 gaming. In DeFi, decentralized finance, those low fees mean you can now earn, say, a 5% yield on a stablecoin. Which is better than most savings accounts, and there's no bank in the middle.
And in gaming?
It's the shift to true ownership. Think of the hundreds of dollars people spend on items in games like Fortnite.
Right, you don't own that.
They never actually own them. But in a Web3 game built on an L2, that rare sword or spaceship is an NFT in your wallet.
In your wallet?
You can sell it, trade it, maybe even use it in a different game. It's a whole creator economy for gamers.
Wow, so it sounds like all the pieces are finally actually clicking into place.
Yeah.
You have the institutional money providing a stable floor, you have the regulators providing clear roads of the road, and the technology providing the horsepower to make it all work at scale.
That's the story of 2025. It's no longer just a promise of a crypto future. No, the money, the policy, and the technology have converged. The future is being built right now. Now, here's a question we'd like you, our listeners, to think about. As this new financial system gets built with both regulated institutions and decentralized protocols, where will you choose to place your trust?